Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kramer from Oakville, Ontario, and today we are going to be making this pop and flip card. So I'll show you what it looks like closed, and then you open it and it pops up. So, and then you can sort of just, when you leave it, it just sort of stays open. So hopefully you can see that. It's Tuesday right now, and normally I don't record on Tuesdays, but I'm going to try to do it while the dogs seem pretty calm. I have 3 dogs with me today. I have my 2 plus one that is here for his staycation. And I just noticed that I don't have, I just noticed I don't have a butterfly that I kind of forgot to cut out. So we're going to open up a new package of this DSP. And this DSP is now sold out, which is really kind of sad because it was an awesome one. And I'm just going to quickly cut this out like this. And normally I would use my die and I would have this already pre-cut. In your kit, it will already be pre-cut for you using the die. But we'll see if we can do this. So like I said, I do have 3 dogs with me. Right now they are pretty well behaved. So let's hope we can make it through this video without too much barking. So they will bark at dogs walking past our house, but right now everyone's sleeping away from the window, so I'm hoping we can get through this video without too much commotion. They will also bark at my neighbor's dog if my neighbor happens to let his dog out into their backyard. So let's try to get this done. So in your kit, everything is pre-cut, pre-scored for you. You can find all my classes on Meetup, or I also post them sometimes on my Facebook page, Girlfriend Originals. So here's our butterfly, and let's get started. So I'm going to put this sort of off to the side so you can still sort of see it. So what I did is I used the stitched ovals to cut these 2 pieces out. This one was, what you're going to have to do if you're making this at home, you're going to cut out a piece of DSP 4 by 5 1/4, and you're going to glue it down onto your card base. Now you're just going to put the adhesive along the edges because you want to leave this part free of adhesive. So when you run this through the Big Shot, so I ran this through the Big Shot with the largest, stitched oval, and when it came out, I have a stitched piece, and then I have the stitch piece, the DSP I'm not going to use right now. I might use it for a future card. But this is the piece that we'll need. And then we also need the a white piece for our smaller oval. This would be the next largest one. So I think it's the one that's below the largest. And that's going to nest right in there once we're done. Now for the ink, I decided to use Bermuda Bay, and I don't have a stamp set out. Let's see if there's something I can use here. I think I'm going to use this one here. Says just for you, which is perfect because I can use it for any occasion. And this is from a new stamp set that's coming out in May. I don't think I'm even supposed to show it to you. So we're going to ink this up with our Bermuda Bay. And we're going to just put it at the bottom. Okay. And then I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside of my card right now because I'm not really sure what occasion or who I'm going to give this to. But I'm going to put this down. I'm going to grab my Stampin' seal. And this is a brand new one. Oops. So I'm going to put this down. Okay, and now next in your kit, you're going to have a piece of colored cardstock. It is 3 by 4 inches and it's scored on the 4-inch side at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch. So you're going to fold those on the score lines so that you have basically something that looks almost like a long tubular cube. I don't know if that's what it's called. Okay, next we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to try to center it. And we're going to make sure that we're going to put the adhesive right here. So just on that first piece, and then we're going to lay it down. And then we're going to open this up, and again we're going to put it on the end piece. You can also use Tombow glue for this. And then we're going to close this. This is just to make sure that when we close the card, it stays nice and flat. So there we go. So this is what your piece is going to look like once it's on there. Next, we have this this little piece here, and this is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and it's scored at 1 1/4. So the longer piece is going to be the piece that you're going to glue on top. And this time I'm going to use Tombow glue. I'm going to make sure that I only put it on the part that come on. And that big glob's going to come out. I don't know, I'm kind of scared here. Okay. So we're going to put this on this, try to center it. And then this piece here is where we are going to be attaching our oval. And then we're going to pop that up, and then we're going to pop this up. So let's get some dimensionals. Oops. Okay. So we're going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of this one. And we're going to put that right right in the center. And then we're going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of this butterfly to pop it up. Now, if you want, you can also do put some gold leafing on this. And you know what? I think I'm going to try putting some gold leafing. This is I figured we might as well throw in some extra technique here. All right, let's see. Let's make sure we have everything out. Okay, so this is a emboss it pen. It's basically like Versamark, but in a pen version. And I really like it because you can just put draw anywhere with this. And it works really well with the leafing. Next, I'm going to use my heat and stick powder. I'm going to try to do this quickly because I don't know how. This gold leafing will be in the new catalog as well, so if you missed out on it this first time around, don't worry, you'll still be able to get it. Now, once you have the heat and stick powder on this piece, you're going to take your heat tool, and it's really quick, like literally like 4 or 5 seconds. Now, previously, when I was trying to do a video for this, I sort of overdid it with the time on the heat tool, and it made it so that my leafing didn't stick. So I'm just gonna pull off like small pieces. This is a little messy. So if you don't like mess, then I would say don't do this, but it is a lot of fun too, and it does add some dimension to your cards. So my sample, when I first did it, does not have this leafing on it. Okay, so I've put some of this stuff on. Now I'm gonna look for my brush. I don't know if I left it in there. Did I leave my brush in here? I didn't. Okay, so let's find another brush. Now that I don't see my brush, I'm wondering where exactly I put my other brush that I had for this. So we're gonna now take a brush and we're just gonna sweep some of this off. So the heat and stick powder will make the leafing stick to your project. And the embossing pen makes it easier to sort of get the Versamark ink onto your project randomly. So it is not a Stampin' Up, the pen, emboss pen is not a Stampin' Up item. It's just something I picked up from Amazon, but I found it works really well. So there we go. We have our gold on our butterfly. And we managed not to make this too messy. Okay, moving on. Now that we have our gold on, we're going to put 2 more dimensionals on the bottom half of the butterfly. And then we're gonna pop this up right there. And then I do have a piece of twine that I tied for the kits. You may need to trim the ends off if you think it's a little too long. And then I'm just going to glue this down with a glue dot. And those are just glue dots from my paper pumpkin. Okay, so there's our bow. I think I also have a little rhinestone that came in the kit. And I'm just going to look for rhinestone. These are the champagne rhinestones. I'm going to pull one of these off. And I'm just going to put it right there. Now in your kit, the DSP for the background of the card, so this one and this one, it's going to be slightly different, but don't worry, it's still going to look awesome. So then our next step is we're going to fold this in, and we're going to put some glue on this piece here. And then we're going to lay this down right on top. So hopefully you saw that. So I put the glue on the little tab, and then we just laid it right on top where the oval was cut. Give it a little press, and we're all done. And then you're just gonna stamp your sentiment in your card. We're gonna glue down our little butterfly cutout here. I'm just gonna put that right there, and we're all done. So now you can see our finished card. So again, you may have this version or you may have that version. This one has the gold leafing on it. And then you can just add your sentiment. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.